guys, welcome back to the Oddspedia channel. Let's talk today about the second quarterfinals of the Champions League. Leipzig against Atletico de Madrid. First time for the German side to set foot on this round of the competition against Simeone's team. At this point, I think one of the favorites to win the competition. Will we see a surprise here? Let's check the odds and make predictions for the Leipzig Atletico Madrid, and I will also give you some interesting stats about the game now. Nagelsmann is doing a great job with Leipzig, as he did with Hoffenheim, and he was able to qualify his team for the very first time in their history to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Leipzig kicked out Tottenham Hotspur very easily in the last 16 round, and with the help, of course, of the company Red Bull, are now amongst the best teams in Europe. They will also play the next season in the Champions League, as they finished third in the Bundesliga after a decent end of the season. Remember that Timo Werner won't play this game, as he decided to join Chelsea before ending the season. So Poulsen and Patrick Schick should be in the attacking line. Also, Sabitzer, a very important man for Nagelsmann, is in doubt with problems in his knee. It will be very tough for Leipzig because they have to face Atletico de Madrid, a great specialist in the knockout stage and a very competitive side in short tournaments like this one, the one we are gonna see in Lisbon. Probably the best fitted team for this new Champions League format. And the hopes are really high in Madrid to win for the first time in their history the Champions League city. In the city, actually Lisbon, where they suffered that Sergio Ramos header in the very last minute of the final. Now the vendetta for them starts eliminating Leipzig in the quarterfinals. They will need to do it though without Correa and Versalico, both tested positive of coronavirus in the previous days of the match. Atletico were really in great form after resuming La Liga. They didn't lose a single game, and they achieved the goal of qualifying for the Champions League once again. Remember that in the last 16 round, they were able to beat the odds, and they knocked out the defending champions Liverpool with Marcos Llorente as a hero in Anfield. And now the one that needs to beat the odds is Leipzig, because Atletico de Madrid are really favorites for this game. We can check the best odds on Oddspedia.com, and we see that Atletico have 2.61 odds to win, Leipzig 3.30, and the draw is 3.26. So the odds to qualify, we can check also on Oddspedia, are tied. We have Atletico 1.75 and Leipzig 2.05. To be honest, I give much more chances to qualify here to Atletico de Madrid, so I am surprised by the low odds for Leipzig. And as you know, Atletico de Madrid are really brilliant for being a defensive team. So like every game with Simeone's team, under 2.5 goals market is a good idea. We have here 1.73 odds, and I think this is a very good deal. Because in the last 5 games of Atletico, only once we saw over 2.5 goals. If we see Leipzig's games, only in 2 out of the last 5 we saw over 2.5. And checking both teams to score, we see similar odds actually, with 1.93 for no and 2.06 for yes. And some interesting information and facts before the game you should know. Since restarting the season, Atletico have not lost any single game. 4 draws and 7 victories. During these 11 games, they only conceded 6 goals, and they scored in every single game. Since resuming the competition, Leipzig only lost 1 game against Borussia Dortmund, but they drew 4 and only won 4 games. It's the first time in the Leipzig history to play in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And Leipzig have only lost 1 game this season in the Champions League. It was in Germany at home against Olympique Lyon. And we saw over 2.5 goals only twice in Atletico de Madrid games during this season in the Champions League. Atletico have scored the opening goal of the game in their last 7 matches. So we checked the stats, we checked the form of the teams, and now it's time for the tip. And here I would not expect many goals. It's being played as a final. Remember, there is no second leg. So teams will be playing really defensively without risking too much. And we know Atletico de Madrid are really specialists in this kind of games in their recent history. So my bet is pretty clear here. I would go for under 2.5 goals. And if we check Oddspedia.com, we find really good odds, 1.73. Besides, I also think that Atletico de Madrid are going to qualify for the semi-finals. It's the strongest team, they have more experience in Europe, and they are really looking forward to this game. However, I find more value in the under 2.5 goals bet. So do you also believe that Atletico de Madrid is going through the semi-finals? Do you think we are gonna see a very tight game with under 2.5 goals? Let me know what you think here in the comments below, and do not forget to click the subscribe and like button if you enjoyed this video. Let's have fun with the Champions League!